The Warsales DLC and patch 1.3 have finally dropped for Bannerlord on console. Today we're going to take a closer look at some of the changes, including ships, the Nords, better graphics, weather events, diplomacy, and so much more. So if you're ready, grab a cup of tea and let's get stuck in. First we'll start off at the culture screen with, of course, the brand new Nord culture. The Nords have got some nice bonuses. We have 30% more loot from villages, villagers and caravans. That's leaning into more of their raiding. 20% ship movement speed in rivers and coastal seas. That's very good. They're pretty fast on the seas, as they should be. And armies that are commanded by a Nord commander lose 30% more cohesion on land. That one might be a problem when doing large land raids and land, when you're traveling through land to get to the town that you want to siege, but all in all, it's fine. Next up, we've got some changes in the character creation screen with the Nord culture. So we now have more tattoos. I think we used to have these scars, but now we have actually these tattoos, which look sick, I'm not gonna lie. You can get them in different colors, pink, if you'd want pink, I don't know why you'd would, but you can get black, gray, blah blah blah, and you got loads of tattoos. I think we've got some new hairstyles, maybe. I definitely haven't seen this beard before. I think this beard's new. Yeah, this beard's new, this beard's new, and this beard's new. So we got some new stuff in the character creation screen. We also have some changes in the options menu. We now have these ones that give us these skill points down here. So we've got Shipmaster, Boatswain, and Mariner. So this one is a new one, Shipwright, so it's Sailors. Yep. So we can choose these. Got Uncanny, this one. Worked at the docks. Went serving on a raider ship. There's not a new one for this one, I don't think. No. Alright, with our character created, let's spawn in and we'll see what we've got next. So as you can see from the map, there's been a lot of changes to the map. I'll go over some bits first. So we have, obviously up here is the Nord's land. So they've got a big piece of island here. No, it doesn't have too many castles or towns, to be honest. I think that's what they're lacking up here. They've got so much room for so much more. And then it touches on the border of the Khuzait and the Sturgians. They also have this land over here, which is on its own. Just one town and one castle. This is like a perfect place to start your own kingdom. It's so easily defendable. Then, of course, some of the towns have got these anchors. Now these anchors mean that they have a port inside them which sells boats, so you can manage your fleet from there. And as you can see, Car Bensith used to be up here, and Flintold Castle used to be down here. They've now moved them so that Car Bensith has a port, because otherwise Britannia would not have a port. Maybe they'd have one in this little lake, but what use would that be? Yeah, there's some of the changes. We also now have these big like rivers flowing through the map. These are actually sailable from boats. I don't think these ones will be, but the bigger ones, like these ones with the bridges, they'll definitely be sailable. So with this big lake, and yeah, that's broke the map up a little bit. This bridge between Sturgian land has been removed, which might make some harder pushes from the Khuzait onto Sturgia, maybe from the Vlandians onto Sturgia, because you can't just cross this bridge anymore. Have they done the same to the bridge down here? Yeah, they've done the same here as well. So Aserai no longer touches Otrisia. You'll have to build a boat and then sail to Otrisia instead. I like it. Some pretty cool changes. There's a lot of map down here that's opened, and over here. Maybe a new expansion, huh? But yeah, that's some of the changes that has happened to the map. We also have some weather events now. If I can find one, I'll show you. Yeah, here we go. This is a weather event. So it's just basically a rain cloud. As you can see, the rain's pouring down. And I think they do actually thunder and lightning as well, which is pretty cool. Pretty good thing added by Tailworlds there. Had some dynamics to the game, I think they can even damage your ship. If you go through this with your ship and it's lightning and stuff, it can damage the ship, which is cool. It really does just feel like a totally different game. I'm actually so excited to get a campaign started. So let's take a look at our new Nord friends, shall we? So, the Nord Youngling is the start of their tree. He has terrible stats, but he does have a shield, sword and shield, an axe and a shield, sorry. He's probably one of the only ones to start with a shield, to be honest. Not many of the tier 1 do. They've also changed this as well. Now we have 4 sets of different clothing, which actually makes the game so much better, because every soldier might be a bit different than the other, Adds a bit of variety to the game. Then we've got a Nord Warrior. The Nord Warrior has a long axe, a shield, and a polearm. So he's an alright defensive unit. He also has different clothes you can put on him. Pretty good. Then it breaks off into two kind of trees. First we'll go with the Nord Axe Warrior. He has a one-handed sword, shield, and a one-handed axe. So he has a sword, a shield, and an axe. Okay. Then we go into the Biters. These guys have an axe, a shield, and some throwing axes. Not bad. Their armor looks pretty good. And then the Nord Berserker, which is the tier 5, I believe. Yeah. He has two-handed axe. Great. A one-handed sword, some throwing axes, and a shield. He would make for a pretty good infantry. Nord, I'm not going to pronounce that. This guy has throwing axes, big two-handed axe, and a one-handed sword. So these two are kind of similar, but this guy has a shield as well. And I guess this guy will be better with two-handed, yeah. So this guy's like your skirmisher. You want to put him behind the shields and he'll run him with his big axe, chop down enemies. Let's go into the warrior now. This guy has a shield, javelin, which is better than an axe, throwing axe, a sword, and a polearm. Next we have the Warfang. He has a sword and just a polearm. He got worse. The tier 3 is better than tier 4, I'd say, just with weapons. And then the Nord Ulfheim, Ulfaden, I don't know. He has a one-handed sword, a one-handed polearm, and a throwing knife. That is terrible. That is terrible. If I was running a campaign, I'd go with this guy. I'd have just loads of these guys. He has the best weapons skill, like best weapons set all around. He looks the best. And then I'd probably go with a mix of these two as well. That's crazy. This guy is probably worse than these. That's crazy. And then of course we have the archer line. The Nord Huntsman, bow, 2 quivers, and a sword. The archer, bow, 2 quivers, and a sword, an axe. Marksman, a bow, 2 quivers, and a one-handed axe. And the Sky God's Chosen, bow, 1 quiver, a shield, and a one-handed axe. So these guys, I'd keep some of the marksmen in the inventory in the party and a bit of Sky God's Chosen too, because these guys will run out of ammo so fast. And then of course you can turn them into infantry with their shield and sword, shield and axe, sorry. But yeah, you need archers, so I'd probably keep some of these guys. Don't upgrade them. Then we also have their noble units, which I will show you now. Where is it? So yeah, we have the Nord Skion. I don't know how to say that. These guys are the noble line of the Nords. It does go up to tier 6 for infantry in the Nords, which is great. So what have we got to start with? We've got an axe, a polearm, throwing axes, and a shield. These guys next tier have a one-handed axe, polearm, a shield, and a throwing axe. The next guys, one-handed axe, throwing axe, a polearm, and a shield. Nord Shield Companion, a one-handed axe, a polearm, a shield, and throwing axes. And then the tier 6, the Huskarl, polearm, shield, one-handed sword, which is better than an axe, and throwing axes. I'd like to see these guys with javelins, you know, like sea harpoons, stuff like that. They're so much better than throwing axes. But this guy looks to me like a big defensive unit. You put him in a shield wall. He's got a polearm for the horses, the cavalry charges. He's got one-handed weapon, shield, you know. He'd make a good defensive unit. Now, one thing you might have noticed about the Nords is that they don't actually have any cavalry. That might be a problem, but it might be a blessing. We'll have to find out in the later stages of this DLC. You can also see these guys have the little symbol in the top left. This means that they're good on water. Not all troops will have this, but all Nord troops do. So there'll be certain ones in the other cultures that will have this bonus, but not all of them. We'll see what these guys are like in combat later on, so don't worry. For now though, let's have a look at the most anticipated part of the DLC, which of course is the ships. Remember, towns with these anchor symbols have ports. If we head to one, you'll be able to buy, manage, and upgrade your ships from these towns. Let's take a deeper look inside these menus. So if we go in Manage Fleet, you'll see all the ships they have for sale. They have all these ships are for sale. You can go through them all. There's different types of ships, different weights, different speeds, different crew sizes. You have to get your head around it. You're gonna have to really read everything, look into everything. So I'll just go through a bit of stuff here. So the difference between them is the name of the hull. So this hull is Drakkar, this hull is Longship, this hull is Gnar. Light Longship, Longship. So the Drakkar is fast. This one is built for, I'd say, fighting. this is like an upgrade from the longship. The longship is good for fighting early, but the Chakar is probably what you want later down the line. The longship, of course, I've just gone over it, it's for fighting. The Nar, I'd say this is more like a trading ship. You'd buy this if you want to carry more weight, because as you can see, it's got 3,000 cargo capacity, whereas this one only has 1,300, this one only has 1,400. So if you do have a lot of loot, I'd suggest getting about 1 or 2 of these in your fleet to make sure you can carry all your goods. Then we have the light longship, which is faster than the longship, but obviously holds less crew and holds less weight, holds less everything else. So yeah, you just have to look at which ones are about and then see which one you want. There's more than these, by the way. These are just 3 of the 4 of the ships. There's more than this. But obviously, when you buy a ship, you can then upgrade your ship with all these. So let me just buy one real quick, and then I'll show you all the upgrades you can get on it. We'll buy a cheap one for now. Alright, so let's buy a light longship for 15,000. That's a pretty steep price, by the way. Then if we use this menu up here, we can switch to our ship. So now we have this ship, we've bought it. As you can see on the left, there's upgrades. So you can upgrade them, but only some upgrades are available in certain settlements. So I don't know what the catch is to that yet. I haven't figured that out, but as you can see, we can get reinforced northern shields, increases crew shield hit points. This one also does the same, but it's less. So you've got 3 tiers: bronze, silver, gold. And you can obviously buy this, and then it'll equip them onto your ship. Then we have the deck. In the deck, you can get stuff like arrow and javelin bins, heavy storm covers to protect you from the storms, arrow crates, cargo tents, sharpened boarding weapons. You can get a lot of stuff. It is a lot. But for now, I'll buy this one just so I can show you guys. Then we have the ores, so you can make your ship faster. You've got the choice between bronze, silver, and gold again. Each one increases your top speed by a different amount, as you can see. And then underneath that, we have oaken wide ores, which increase ore power, so better turning radius, better turning speed, maneuverability, everything like that. This one increases the speed. This one's not unlocked in this settlement. I don't know why, but we're gonna go with this one. Then we have the sails, linen sails or cotton sails. Different speeds, different rotation speeds and everything like that. None of them are available, so I can't buy any. And then we have figureheads. This one says not unlocked. I don't know what that even means. How do you unlock them? Because the other ones say not available in the settlement. This one says not unlocked. So I'm not sure how you actually unlock them. Maybe you find them in loot? I don't know. But yeah, maybe they're like banners, you know, where you find them in the loot and then you can put them on your ship. But I'm not sure. But each one does a different thing. Hit points, morale, ship travel speed, ranged accuracy, boarded enemy crew morale, ore force. Yeah, they all do different stuff. And obviously you can get an actual ram. You just fucking ram. But most ships come with a ram, some don't, so you'll have to look out for that. So let's buy that ship, get it in our fleet, and now we can actually go into, we can repair ships from any port, we can call a fleet from any port if your ships are not there, or you can obviously set sail, which will let us go into the water. Obviously it's only me in the water, so I'm not going to do that because I can't row. But yeah, that's the majority of it. We also got new perks with the update: Mariner, Boatswain, and Shipmaster. Now, you'll see they don't have any attribute points assigned to them. Well, they do, they're just hidden. Vigor increases Shipmaster. Control increases Boatswain. Endurance increases Mariner. Cunning increases Mariner. Social increases Boatswain. And Intelligence, you guessed it, Shipmaster. So, these attribute points, they kind of get put together and then you can use it to upgrade these skills. Some of the skills you get, this one is giving me like tactics vibes for simulation advantage, auto battle, blah blah blah. This one's for like simulations, but it also gives you some nice weapon handling. It gives you some nice skills. So take a look through them. I'm not going to go through them all today. It'll take me ages. Next is Boatswain. So this one reduces ships receive damage. So this one is all about your boat. You know, like kind of like engineering, but for a boat, I'd say. Take a look through it. You'll see different bonuses and stuff. And then Shipmaster, kind of like your riding and athletic skill, kind of. Increases sailing speed, of course. But it has like campaign maps, movement speed, spotting range, morale boosts, stuff like that. But yeah, take a look at it. have a look over all the skills. I'm not going to go over them. But yeah, that's how you level them up. You use these attribute points, and then you can put focus points, of course, into them. Of course, with this DLC, we also got patch 1.3, which in itself adds so many new features to the game. We now have a stealth system with stealth armor that I can't wait to try out. Each armor has a stealth bonus, as you can see, and obviously we'll find different armor in the world, and we can sneak attack, throw in attack. Oh my god, it's cool. We also got brand new lighting and graphical enhancements, which breathe so much life back into the game. Look how beautiful the graphics are now. Even on PS5, they look very good. So I can't imagine what they look like on PC. Crazy difference, crazy. Even the AI got a slight upgrade, and it isn't as dumb as it used to be. Well, it's definitely still a lot dumber than us. But enough of that fancy gloop and glop. Let's get down to business and show you what you all came for. So I got myself a little army of Nord younglings. These guys come with shields, which is such a mad change because no peasant, no recruit has shields in Bannerlord except these guys. So they are going to stand out from the rest of the recruits. But let's see what they do in battle, shall we? Let's get them moved up. After this, we can upgrade some of them to some archers, some stronger infantry, and let's just tell them to fucking charge. Let's see how they do against these looters. I think it's about 13 looters against 21 of our Nord younglings. They're going to start throwing rocks at me, of course. They're so accurate now as well. That's a big change. These looters are so accurate. Look at the sun. Oh my god. Can't see anything. Go on, guys. Nice. Looks like they're tearing them up. As you can see, they're pretty strong. Okay, so I've got myself a bit of a Nord army. We've got some Nord younglings, some archers, some noble troops, and a bit of upgrades, okay? We're going to see how they fare against 21 mountain bandits. So what I'm going to do in this situation is just leave my infantry in a shield wall, and then grab my archers and align them just south of the shield wall so that they can shoot past the shield wall and not get interrupted by it, you know? So let's put these guys here, keep them guys in a shield wall. The infantry should protect the archers against the cavalry. There's a lot of cavalry coming right now. Let's just move these guys up a bit. Keep the archers off to the side there a bit. And the horses are coming around. What I've noticed with the Nords is that they have a lot of throwing weapons. So that means you want to keep them nice and loose, the infantry, so they can get the throwing weapons off onto the enemy. Yeah. The archers aren't great, they aren't the best, but, you know, they do the job. Look at all the flying fucking axes everywhere. Arrows, axes, everything just flying everywhere. I've noticed projectiles are really dominant in War Tales. They really do make a difference. This guy really needs to die. My Sumpter horse is not fast enough. He's taking all the aggro off everyone. He needs to concentrate fire on these guys that are running at us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my archers just on the side here so they can get a better view of these guys coming in. And then my infantry should just launch axes at them over and over until they die. Look at that. Slinging rocks at me. How dare they? The archers have got clean shots on them now from the sides. And then I'm just going to send my infantry straight in there. And they should clear up. The Nords are pretty strong. But I'd say their infantry is a lot stronger than their archers. At least the lower tier archers anyway. There we go. Battle done. No casualties. 12 upgrades. Easy does it. So, the Nords are definitely a powerful force when used properly. Now we're going to head over to the port and buy ourselves some seaworthy vessels. I want the biggest ship in Calradia. And then let's take them out to sea and find someone to destroy. Alright, what ships do they have for sale? Let's find out. Got a long ship, light long ship, light long ship, light long ship, light long ship. Nah. Okay, so they just got a lot of long ships. We have 85 troops, so we need 2 long ships. Okay, so let's get 2 long ships. Buy 2 of these, 39,000. All right. Well, if we back out and go back in, do they change? No. Okay, so let's get 2 long ships. We'll buy this one, and we'll buy this one. Okay, now we have 2 ships. Let's do some upgrades on them before we take them out to sea. We'll get reinforced shields. Yeah, that's great. Then we'll get the javelin crates. Oars, we'll get the ash light oars. Sail, we can't get one. And the figurehead, we don't have one. Next ship, shields, we'll get the good shield. We'll get the javelins. And you already have the golden oars, that's pretty good. Okay, we have our ships. Let's take them out to sea. Look at these beauties. Alright, let's go find someone to fucking destroy. Okay, so we have 68 sea raiders here. I'm actually pretty scared of them, to be honest. But they look scared of me, so it should be okay. They've got sea raiders, sea raider warriors. They've got 4 ships. 3 light long ships and 1 long ship. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's find out if we can actually win this battle. Oh yeah, baby, here we go. Chasing them down. We're gonna catch them. We're gonna catch them. Go on. Nice. Alright, we caught the bastards. Now let's fucking destroy them. Not nighttime, is it? Oh, it's fucking nighttime. Alright, leave it. We'll get them in daytime. So I can't be asked fighting in nighttime. Go on, catch them, catch them, catch them, catch them. Nice, we caught them. Alright, now let's fight them, shall we? Jesus. So, ship battles, I've not played much of it, to be honest. I didn't have much time, so that's why this video is so late as well. So, what we're going to do is, I think we're just going to tell our other ship to follow me. And hopefully they will follow me to a good extent, and we'll absolutely rinse these ships. I think what you want to do is kind of use your archers and javelins and all that stuff to kind of skirmish the enemy before you board them. You don't want to board straight away because you'll lose a lot of your troops by doing that. What you want to do is get next to the enemy and then take people off your oars. If you take them off the oars, they'll start shooting, which is what you want. So let's get near these ships and see what we can do. Is that guy still behind us? It's pretty slow. But you don't want to let go of your oars too much because then they can board you. So let's just get next to these guys here. Wait till you hear archers start shooting. Now. And we'll take everybody off the oars. Pelt the enemy with arrows. Try and get a few kills here and there. It's not looking like we're getting any, so we'll put half of our oar power back on so we can start moving a bit. Just keep pelting the enemy with arrows. Hopefully we get some sort of kill soon. You know, it's patience. You need patience with this. You can't just rush in because you'll lose your ship, you'll lose your men. Just stay at a distance, pelt the enemy with arrows. If any of them ever hit, then you're golden. Them other 2 ships are chasing our friend there, but we're just going to keep circling. With 1 oar. Plenty of people off of oars to attack. Probably need to get a bit closer, but I don't want to because they might board us. So we're just going to keep shooting. Might be boring, but it's tactical. Alright, we're going to get everyone back on the oars here. We've got some sail as well, which is good. Get the wind up. Get moving a bit faster. And we'll try and do a little maneuver here where we can get right behind them. Hopefully we can get up to them. And all we're doing right now is just circling. Get everyone back on the oars. Try and get close to the ships. Look at that splash. Man, they've really improved this game so much. Turning radius on this ship is terrible though. I don't think we've got a single kill yet. Oh no, we've had a death. No, they've had a death, yeah. Oh, my guy's in trouble here. Come on, bro, don't get stuck. Okay, I think they've actually snagged him there. Yeah, they have. They've boarded him. That's not good for us. I really need to turn now and get into him. Tell him to skirmish. Hopefully he gets into that. We need to get right next to that ship right now. We need to get everybody off the oars. Start firing. Put a sail down. Put it right beside these guys. And just provide cover fire for our guys on the other ship. Hopefully we can get some kills here. Not too many deaths. They're pulling us in. I'm happy to be pulled in. Just keep firing, guys. Let's board them, shall we? Alright, let's get out of this. Let's get ready to fucking rumble. I've got a terrible, terrible weapon. But it's fine. The other guys on the ship are cleaning up pretty nicely. Charge. Kill them all. Hopefully we can clear up here. It's so sick, we're just fighting on a ship in the middle of the ocean. This DLC is so good. Our other guys on the ship there, they're cleaning up. I've got no, I have no ranged weapon, so this actually kind of sucks. There's a small bridge here though. Push through, boys. Nice, nice. And we've smashed it. Murdered them all. And that's how you do it. The Nords are pretty powerful on the sea, as you can see. Well, how many people did we lose there? We lose 20 men, we killed 49. Not the best outcome, but I'll take it. I had a lot of low level people, so at least we got 28 level ups, which is great. Yeah, well, that's never gonna get old, is it? But listen, why are you still watching my video? Go and play the fucking DLC yourselves, and I guarantee you'll fall in love with Bannerlord once again. Thank you, Tailworlds.